Hi everyone, this is Balázs from RacingBrick. In today's Rebrickable episode, I'm taking a look at a category that has huge potential, especially for kids, but we rarely talk about it when it comes to alternate builds. This is the world of LEGO City. As you know, I like to explore the latest sets from this theme, and today we will take a closer look at 4 2026 releases. The snowplow already appeared in one of my previous videos, but the other 3 are new on the channel. First up, the LEGO van. This is basically the smaller sibling of the LEGO truck we got earlier. It features the printed LEGO logos, large printed side panels, a rear door, and a new double-seater plate at the front for 2 minifigures. You can also fold up the sides to access the interior, where we have the usual pallet and LEGO set boxes. Next is the Fry's food truck, expanding the LEGO City food truck lineup with a nice modular design. It fits 2 minifigures, the entire rear section is removable to turn it into a standalone kiosk, and the truck itself looks great. The roof comes off, there are some interior details, and we also get a sliding window on the side. The smallest one is the EV Supercar, with a sleek look and a nice color scheme. We get a driver with a phone, and at the back you can easily access the battery. It definitely has that classic 6-stud Widespeed Champions vibe. So these are the sets we will transform today, and the designer helping us is Peter Szabo on Rebrickable. Peter has uploaded over 270 mocks, expanding almost weekly, which is honestly very impressive. He's been creating alternates for Creator, City and Speed Champion sets for more than a decade, and there are tons of great designs to explore. I really recommend checking out his profile. He often creates multiple very different builds from the same set, with affordable instructions and even some free ones. There are also bundle packs if you want even more volume. You will find links to all the builds in the description and in the pinned comment below. So let's get started with the alternates, beginning with a pretty unusual transformation, the snowplow turned into a tugboat. At first glance the build looks quite straightforward, but there's a very clever trick here. The entire windshield section is built upside down and clipped into place, yet it blends perfectly with the roof. It's a surprisingly sturdy solution. I also like the leathers at the back and the multiple attachment points on the sides for accessories. We even get a small dock, making great use of the orange snowplow parts, with studs for the minifigure and cargo. It's colorful, fun, and honestly not far from something you could imagine in real life. Next up, the LEGO van is transformed into a cabrio in the LEGO store. The car works really well, with clean shaping, opening doors and seats for 2. It's always fun to figure out how the original parts were reused. But the real surprise here is the store. It's actually much bigger than the original van and feels more like a pop-up shop or tent. The front doors are structural, so they don't open, but you can fold out the roof panels to access the interior, where we have LEGO sets on display and even a small counter with a coffee mug. Despite the unusual building techniques and larger size, it's still pretty sturdy. Now let's take a look at the Fry's food truck alternate. This is the fast fries delivery. The truck turns into a low aggressive delivery car, and the checkered prints and wheels look fantastic here. There's some really nice part usage at the rear, but the highlight is the roof structure. It might look a bit thick, but thanks to a sideways building trick it still fits a minifigure perfectly. The windshield has a slight offset and everything comes together in a very clever way. The headlights follow the front curvature nicely, and we even get a small air scoop for that sporty look. There's also a small fries shop included, with a removable roof, an opening door and all the accessories inside, plus a little table for customers to enjoy their food. And finally, the EV Supercar becomes an F1 car. If you browse Rebrickable, almost every car eventually turns into an F1 car, but this one actually has a really nice shape considering the limited parts. There's a lot of sideways building, and even the driver's phone becomes part of the structure. Every piece counts here. If you want to expand your Formula Racing lineup in your city layout, this one works perfectly. So, these were our 4 city alternates, and as I mentioned, there are many more builds available on Peter's profile. I highly recommend checking out the packs. You can get hours of building fun from a single set. It's a great way to show kids the endless possibilities of LEGO. And I really think this is the essence of LEGO, or at least it should be. Taking one set and turning it into something completely different again and again. This is something we don't see enough in the era of big licensed display models. So if you want to reconnect with that idea, or if you have kids with city or creator sets to transform, check out the links below and let me know in the comments which build is your favorite. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe with notifications, as more exciting LEGO videos are coming soon. See you next time, bye bye.